He said, if you want to take something up with me as well, he said, I'm happy to listen.
And then it all just changes and goes, yeah, so do you want to take anything up with me? He's like, staring you out. Guys, welcome to the Day Drinkers podcast. And today's episode is all about the Cosmopolitan, that pink cocktail that we all know. We've all ordered it at some point, and we all either go like, oh, I'm not ordering that, it's pink. Or you order it because it's pink. But first of all, our hosts, Todd Wilson from Todd Wilson Music.
Hello.
Matt JB down from the Copper Cow.
Hello.
And it's your boy, Willie, as well. And Copper Cow is our sponsor. So, Matt, what's the Copper Cow doing at the moment?
So, we are up and running for the last 2 weeks, and we are socially distanced in the bar and restaurant. The restaurant is bookings only, and tables in the bar are a first come, first served basis. So, yeah, come down. There's hand sanitizers everywhere. We're on a really strict cleaning schedule. Everything's nice and safe. We've had a lot of good feedback from customers already, thinking how well it's been managed. So yeah, get booked in, come down, and get a chance to enjoy some good food again.
Sounds good to me.
Have you had any official visits yet, Matt?
No official visits yet. No.
Oh, we've had 2 already.
Wow.
Yeah. Not like just drop-ins and just seeing how things were, and one was a police check-in. They were more looking for, has there been any trouble or anything. But then on Saturday night, just after we'd closed the door, we had council turn up just to see what was in place and what we were doing, and they were doing all the pubs in Shelf. So yeah, but they said we were doing good, so that's good to hear. But
I'm glad that they are checking it.
Yeah, well, that was my exact feeling. I was like, it's good, because otherwise it'll just get slack and people won't. I heard them talking on the phone because I was cashing up at that point, and one of them was near me, and he was saying, he's talking codedly because obviously he's next to me, but he was saying, the one you tipped me off about, yeah, I think it needs to have a review and stuff. So there's certainly one somewhere that's been challenged already, which is good. It is good because it means that we're able to get back to it, but safely, and they are enforcing it.
Yeah, that's good. Because Todd, you're actually doing more bar work than me at the moment.
I know. Since when has that ever been a thing? Do you know what? I'm loving it. It's the most fun I've had behind a bar in quite a while. I think it's nice. They've got a nice big team up there. So everyone works really well together, and so it's nice to just be back in it, but not stressfully. And I'm not rushed off my feet. It's a place where I used to work, so all the old regulars are like happy to see me back, and there's been some good banter, and
that's
cool.
It's
nice. But obviously, it's been tricky during lockdown, so it's nice to have a bit of money coming back in as well. And good.
Yeah, who knew it'd be through like a bar? One of the places that were closed.
I know. So yeah, just mad in it. But like I was saying to you just before the thing, it's almost easier with the social distancing measures, because the place, even on like a busy night when you've got all your party drinkers in, everyone's really respecting it at the Duke, and but you can see all the tables, so you can see exactly what needs doing, and you can carry food out without bumping into people, and it's made life as a server so much easier.
And you've got no bar flies lingering around.
Got no bar flies lingering around. Although I did have to ask last night if they took the nozzles off their cordial to go through when we were closing up, and the girl was like, "Oh, we don't normally." She said, "I feel like we used to." I was like, "Yeah, I think we should put those through then." They need washing. God's sake.
No.
But be right.
Yeah. To be fair, on the list, it's not the worst thing, is it?
No, certainly not.
I mean, if on the list it said, "Do not cough on the spouts," then that'd probably be up there.
Yeah, they do cocktails as well, but I've not had any ordered yet. But I've got a little list with all the things in, as well as any that I can now make thanks to our day drinkers. But Cosmo's not on their list actually.
You might be able to bring it back.
Maybe I can bring it back. I feel like I know the ingredients. I've definitely had a few over my drinking years. You know me. I'm not averse to a bit of pink.
Yeah.
He says wearing all black. Well, I've got kind of pinky purple wallpaper.
Is that a euphemism?
I'm not getting into that. I'm glad you're making it dodgy. My quiz has got some dodgy bits in it later, so I'm glad you've broken the seal already.
That's fine. Matt, have you found it a bit easier, like having no one at the bar?
No.
No.
Oh no.
Well, I'll go on. What's the flip side?
So, especially obviously with the pub as well, because there's a lot of tables outside, and from the bar to the outside is the furthest point away. So you get how many tables? We've got 6 tables outside, have we? Yeah. So you've got to then deal with them. You deal with the restaurant and deal with the bar. And there's only me and Richard on the floor, so it's just been running backwards and forwards all day. So
yeah, so that's the challenge there. It's because you've got like the fewer of you on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's just I'm quite lucky that we've got a bit more of a team that we're able to use, and so they've all got set areas. So obviously, if we're on, we've got two people manning the bar and bar backing.
Yeah.
One that touches tables, then one that runs the food. So that we're all not interacting with people's drinks and stuff. But,
Yeah.
So I can understand how that's a lot harder actually. Yeah.
But it's just for now until we get maybe, let's say, an extra pair of hands, we'll be fine. And everybody's been really fine with it. The customers have been really understanding, so that's fine.
That's good.
That's good.
So there you go.
Have you served any Cosmopolitans this week?
No, not this week.
I can't remember the last time I made one. No, in fact, I can. I made one for my isolation creation. But even then, that were about 2 months ago now.
You might have forgotten. And we don't have the tray this morning. We're not actually...
I know, yeah. I'm not making one because it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I thought 10 o'clock in the morning, doing a podcast and making a cocktail, that's fine. 1 hour earlier, that's it. No, can't do it.
I do have a slight cocktail this morning. I do have coffee with caramel syrup in it.
Oh, is it cold?
I needed a little sugary kick this morning, so I thought, I'll just put a little...
Is it hot or is it a frappe?
No, it's a hot one. I didn't have time to make a frappe this morning.
So I only just had time for my cereal.
Yeah, I struggled to get out of bed this morning. It was a tough one. We said it an hour earlier, and I was like, oh.
I know.
Not sure.
That 1 hour makes a lot of difference.
It does. But I mean, I know we're not making one today, but it's a pretty simple one anyway to
it is.
Kind of talk through. Because my understanding is it's just the vodka triple sec, lime and cranberry. Am I right?
Yes, you are correct, Todd.
Yeah, boy. I'm getting good at this now. Day Drinkers has taught me well.
You'll be making them in the pub without a doubt.
Yep.
So yeah, vodka, orange liqueur, triple sec, or Cointreau, Grand Marnier, anything like that. And then the cranberry juice.
Do you shake it before you put the cranberry in? The cranberry's a top up, isn't it? Or do you shake it with the cranberry in?
No, you shake it with the cranberry just because otherwise your cranberry might be it'll be warmer than the rest of the drink.
Ah, okay. So to get the ice blended with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I was also reading when I was doing a bit of research for it that sometimes they use raspberry syrup, or is that just a traditional?
Raspberry Cosmos are a popular twist, but that's normally because Cosmos traditionally they're very like tart and sour. Well, not sour, but tart's probably the word because cranberry and lime juice, while they work very well together, but your only sugar or sweetener in it really is whatever sugars in your cranberry juice blend, because it's not normally pure cranberry juice, and just the triple sec.
Yeah, I seem to remember when I was a kid that you could get just pure cranberry juice.
I think you could.
I always remember just having cranberry juice in the fridge, and now whenever I try and buy it, it's always cranberry juice drink.
Yeah,
and it's only ever got 23% cranberry juice in it.
Even Ocean Spray is it's cranberry juice and something else is in it as well. It's cranberry and something else.
Yeah. I really like cranberry. It's one of my favourite juices.
Yeah.
It's a really nice flavour.
But like, yeah, cranberries, they are very, very like sour and tart and bitterish.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the origins then, what kind of stories have you guys got? Do you guys found any origins on them or?
So
On the Cosmopolitans, yeah.
Yeah. Matt, do you want to have a bit on the history? Because everyone kind of sort of associates it with Sex and the City, the TV show from
Right.
the late 90s and 90s. But it was not made then.
No, there was. It even goes back like similar combinations because basically it's a twist on a cocktail called a kamikaze. But even other similar combinations can be like seen between like 1930s, 1940s, somewhere around there. So it does go back a long time.
So kamikaze, what's the difference there then?
So a kamikaze cocktail was based on the kamikaze shot, which would be tequila and Cointreau, tequila and orange liqueur, or even tequila and lime, depends on which recipe you make. And that was a variation on a cocktail called a gimlet, or a vodka gimlet. And then that were a take on a normal gimlet. So it actually all stems back from gin anyway.
Well, it always seems to as well, doesn't it? It really,
Yeah.
The amount of these we've done that just stem back that far, yeah.
Gin has always been the king of cocktails,
Gin is
from
king.
the very beginning. Gin and whiskey, they're your cocktail kings from the start.
You see, I find that so bizarre because obviously, like we've talked about, gin is just vodka with junipers. You know, so I find it strange that they don't stem back to vodka more than gin. But I suppose gin was maybe more readily available, or.
Well, your original gins could have been like Geneva's as well, which is more like a malted brandy with like juniper. So like you'd have had to like get some wine already and then redistill that with like things. So yeah, they do normally start off as like just a different type of spirit, but it has gone through a couple of changes. Vodka's quite recent because it's just you have to have a lot of refined equipment to have
Right.
vodka, and I think that's why it was such a big thing when it came out and quite so popular, because it just tasted of like it was so like delicate and smooth and nothing. But we like flavor. We like a lot more flavor now.
Yeah. But like the Cosmopolitan is one of them cocktails again where it's like, who actually created it? Because it seemed like a lot of people created it at the same time.
Oh, here we go.
Me.
Yeah, me. It was me. So yeah, it is weird. Like there's links to it being like in the like San Francisco area. Obviously, if anybody doesn't know, San Francisco is like a predominantly like gay capital of America. And then also, you know, and then eventually it got spread to New York. But once again, it kind of pops up. It pops up all around America. It's definitely an American cocktail, an American creation. But it just seems to just pop up in loads of different places at loads of different times. So it's quite hard to pin down, really.
When they were made around like the 20s and 30s, they seemed to like it's like, oh, it was maybe in New York, and then it went to Paris, and then those are like the two like pillars of like fashion, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think it became obviously really popular around about the 90s due to Sex and the City, or the 2000s with Sex and the City.
Yeah, so that's kind of my knowledge based on is on Sex and the City. That's where I kind of first ever heard of them, and
me too.
Things like that. There's a really cool thing where they went a bit meta when they made the film, because obviously it's Carrie in it that drinks them all the time, and then when they made the film, she stopped drinking them in the film, and they say, oh, why don't you have that anymore? She went, oh, everybody started drinking them, but of course everybody started drinking them because she was the one. So I quite like that.
That's quite cool.
I'm out of myself. I'm not a big fan. I have enjoyed a few episodes here and there. I want to do the whole box set though, definitely.
I've actually this lockdown I've actually watched all of the Sex and the City stuff. It didn't start out as my choice, but like it's no wonder it was like really successful because I proper enjoy it. It's really good.
Well, as a bit of fun, I've actually prepared something based around Sex and the City, and I found a cool little quiz. So first of all, who were the four girls? Can you tell me?
Miranda, Carrie, Samantha, and
The other one.
the really like
Karen?
the lesbian one.
A name you'd associate with me in a years gone past.
I've no
Nope.
idea. Wait,
already.
Hang on.
Begins with a C.
No, I can't even think. I watched it the other day.
Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I hate Charlotte.
No comment. Right. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the average of the three of us on the answers here. We're gonna work out what character the Day Drinkers podcast is. Okay. And this is factually correct. And just to be relevant, I got it from Cosmopolitan website. I thought I'd keep it all in one.
Nice.
So, love at first sight is absolutely real. Forget love, I'd rather have sex. Utter fiction or cute in theory.
Acute in theory.
Yeah, I'd say cute
I'd
in theory. Yeah. You haven't gotten any action lately. You pull out your handy vibrator, focus on other things such as reading and jogging. There's something called Tinder that can easily take care of that. Or go on the aggressive meeting people, friends, dating apps, you'll find somebody. I know for me, I'm in this situation right now, and I know that for me it's been focused on other things such as reading and jogging. So I know I need to lose a lot of weight. So
I'd probably pull out my handy vibrator.
Yeah, me too.
fine. That's where we're going then. Your lingerie of choice. This is what you've got to wear, remember. A colourful bra and a thong, just a little edge. Whatever's functional, since it's coming off anyway. A lacy corset that doesn't require much skill to take off. A very cute bra and panty set.
Doesn't require much skill to take off.
Read him again.
Colourful bra and thong, just a little edge. Whatever's functional, since it's coming off anyway. A lacy corset that doesn't require much skill to take off. Or a very cute bra and panty set.
The A for me.
Oh, you see. No, I'll probably go with Will on that. Lacy corset that doesn't require much skill to take off. I like looking fancy, but I'm too lazy to be faffing. The guy you're into is starting to fade. What's your last move? A text asking straight up what your deal is, and if he's not that interested, he should just stop talking to you now. An invite to meet you at the bar where you'll look your hottest. Some decent sexts ending with a promise that if he comes by, you'll give him a night he'll never forget. Or an invitation to a home-cooked dinner at your place. For me, I'm going to invite him to the bar where I'm going to look my hottest.
I'd invite him to a bar.
Well,
I'd get him to come round.
Of course you would, Will. You've already got out the vibrator, you dirty little man. Your relationship deal breaker is when the guy won't emotionally connect with you, is just too clingy and generally asking for too much time. Just has too, I'm going to change the word here, just has too small an appendage. Sorry, you have needs. Won't put you first.
I know what that is.
For me, it's won't emotionally connect. I need that emotional connection.
Too clingy for me.
Too clingy, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many. We've got 3 more after this thing. You had 2 great dates with the guy you just met. You wait for him to text you since you know he's interested, he'll pursue you, and that's more romantic. You're ready to call it and switch to one of the other 5 guys you're dating. Dude's no sensation in bed. After Facebook stalking and getting all intel possible to confirm he's not a crazy, reach out and suggest dinner. Or suggest an original date. Cooking together, film festival. That'll totally charm him.
The Facebook one for me.
I might go for a totally original date.
I'm stuck between the 2 of you. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the 2-finger tap because they're next to each other and see which one it selects. All right, so neither. I'd like to say I'd suggest an original date, but I know that I'm a bit psycho, so I'd probably do the Facebook stalking like that.
Always Facebook stalk.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, boys. What's your favourite sex position? A, what isn't? You don't really have one favourite. You're into mixing it up. Missionary or cowgirl?
Cowgirl.
That'd be for B for me.
Yeah, and we are like that. Well, this is a child-friendly podcast, isn't it, today? All them kids that we've got doing the Drinkers podcast.
So when I put it on YouTube, I always click, this is not meant for under 18s.
Well, in all fairness, we need to be 18 plus because it's about drinking. So
That's right.
a guy takes you out to drink, so you want to impress him, so you order whatever he's having because you can take it. Wine because that's totally sophisticated. Whatever you want because your conversation should be impressing him, not alcohol. Sex on the beach just because it has the word sex in it and he should take a hint.
Whatever he's ordering because I can take it.
No, I'd be like, whatever you want. It shouldn't matter.
That's what we're going with. And finally, what's your true sex fantasy? That blank won't do it justice. It's that intense. A super buff, handsome guy whisks you away to a luxury penthouse and you go at it all night in capital letters. No, I need my sleep. The most charming guy in the world, after proposing so romantically, of course, takes you home. And you're seriously asking that?
First one.
What's the first one?
This blank won't do it justice. It's that intense.
Who knows what it could be?
They'll
be.
go with that. It's very vague.
Yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it? Right, it's calculating our results. We are...
Always
Oh, guys, we've done it. We are Carrie Bradshaw.
No.
Yes.
We are the most important.
We are the one that gets into her 40s and has shagged the entire of New York City.
So, to the listeners and viewers, if you want to find out what character you are, you go to the Cosmopolitan website or Google and search what Sex and the City character knows your soul, okay? And drop us a little message in the comments as to who you got, and maybe send us a message as to who you got. And while you're doing it, make yourself a Cosmopolitan and drink it.
And read Cosmopolitan.
And I've never read it.
Neither have I.
It's targeted at women, isn't it? That's probably why.
It is targeted for women.
So, have we got any ingredients as to what the Cosmopolitan actually is?
Yes.
Go on, Will.
We've done all this. It was vodka. Yeah, vodka, triple sec, cranberry juice and lime.
You've missed out an ingredient, though.
Don't be coming here with your orange bitters difference guide.
No, not your orange bitters. You flamed orange peel.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, yeah. So, obviously, I've seen you guys doing this at Circle and at Copper Cow. What does that actually do when you squeeze out the what is it you squeeze it out? Is it like the zest?
It's the oil. Yeah, it's all the oil with all the zest. And, yeah, basically, it just lays like a film on top of the drink, which gives it a really aromatic, burnt orange smell. And it does increase the flavour. It really does enhance the orange in it. So, yeah.
I've got a little video of someone doing it here.
I've got some matches and an orange peel. So
I want to watch Matt do it.
First match, I'll show you how to do it first.
All right.
I've got some satsumas and a lighter.
Take an orange and cut a thick, round.
I thought I was Richard then for a second.
Oh, he is on here. He is on YouTube.
You want to make sure you don't have any orange, just pith and zest. We've done a good job this time.
Just
pith off.
Now we're going to take a lighter. We're going to warm up the skin of the zest. This is going to bring the oils to the top and warm them up and allow them to ignite a lot easier.
It sounds like he's from Sex and the City.
So I'm warming it up. And then when I think it's nice and ready to go, you can tell it's getting a little shiny. I'm going to bring it close to the edge and squeeze. Rub it around the rim. And there you have it, your flamed orange zest.
There you go, Matt. Did you get all that?
I got it. He does it a little different to me, though. He does it like, so that's your pith side. So he does it like that way. But I've always found that if you do it that way, sometimes you can get a better amount of oil. Don't know why.
Yeah.
But
Tell you what though, I always do it in like a little circle, whereas you've got like a strip.
I think that's just because my knife wasn't very good. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right. So we're gonna light that up. Get all them oils on there. Beautiful. Burn all my orange. And then ready?
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Do it towards the camera. Set my MacBook on fire. Ready? Oh, there you go.
Little bit.
Oh, it's a good job we're not in 3D. I'm out of pat my pants.
And that's how easy it is.
Loved it.
It's you've got such flair as well though when you guys do it in circle. It always pleases the crowd.
Smells good.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go around my house just doing that. Make my house smell nice. Just lighting oranges.
I always say, as soon as you learn that, you end up you go to Tesco's and then burn your house down.
Yeah.
What was the cause of the fire? Just loads of oranges.
I'm making Cosmopolitans.
Oh, setting oranges on fire off just
So yeah.
Are they still fairly popular? Do you find in circles and stuff? Do you get people, or is it like we've talked about in the past with the trends and the martinis and?
I think that there are. I think there were sort of trends, obviously, but like there are noodles in the basket, but they are a good go-to. I think for some people.
I was reading a thing about obviously the people that were claiming it and stuff, and one lady saying that in what do they call the type of bars? Fern bars. I've never heard of fern bars.
A fern.
And apparently they were like bars where like singletons would go, and they were decorated with like small fern trees and stuff. And there, people would always have martini glasses to try and look like sophisticated, but they weren't actually enjoying like drinking martinis. So that's her excuse was she made a Cosmo to have something in a martini glass, so people could have the glass but not have to drink martinis.
It
is, and I suppose it's quite a visual drink to have, isn't it? It's quite like you were saying with the pink. It's
like iridescent, yeah.
Yeah. So the Cosmo kind of came out around about the same time as the flavoured martini craze. So there was this big craze, like you say, of cocktails in martini glasses that didn't taste disgusting. So you've got espresso martinis, you've got Cosmopolitans, French martinis. I think porn stars were a little bit later on. What else would there have been? Margaritas, once again. You can't have it in a martini glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were that big flavoured cocktail, flavoured martini phase.
Yeah.
About the 90s.
It's the between 70s to 90s. It's that classic. It's the shift where it goes from spirits like bitters and sugar, and it changed when it comes over to really recent is where you've got your spirit, like your flavoured liqueur, and then your mixer, and those are your three things that basically make up any kind of cocktail that you want to make with that.
Nice.
In this case, being vodka, your spirit, triple sec is your flavoured liqueur, and then cranberry juice is your mixer, and then you put lime in there as well.
That's it.
Lovely stuff. So, are there any twists on a Cosmopolitan? You know, we talked about it being a twist on a kamikaze.
Absolutely. One of my favourites would be a Rude Cosmo.
Okay, what's that?
And that's just swapping out the vodka for tequila.
Oh, okay, wow.
You can get white Cosmos as well, because you can get white cranberry juice as well.
Although it's very elusive. I've never found these white.
I've never found the white cranberry juice either. And
I really want to as well.
Maybe they're them poisonous white berries that you shouldn't eat off bushes.
Yeah.
It's like white dog poo. That disappeared for a while, but I've seen some white dog poo recently. I remember there being loads of white dog poo when I was a kid. All over the place. You know, it's gone right dry.
Yeah, isn't it just when it's been left?
Yeah, but you never see it anymore. And I saw something the other day and I was like, white dog poo.
And then you collect it up, took it home, and put it on your shelf.
Yeah, it's in a jar on my mantelpiece.
You've got a dog though. You can manufacture white dog poo.
Mate, it's already my business idea. I'm already going through it. I've been feeding him all sorts.
Brilliant.
And on that note,
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the guy that was flaming the orange. I
have sent you a little video. I try and always find something a bit weird, so I have sent you a little one.
Oh, this isn't what I thought it was. I thought I found this woman that had made a giant Cosmopolitan, but it doesn't have any media on it.
That's the one that I've sent you.
Oh right, a large Cosmo.
That's it. So this woman is called Ina Garten. So the people who don't know her, she's the host of a Food Network channel in America, and she's released her own series of books and stuff like that. So
has it got a description before we go into it? It's always cocktail hour in a crisis.
So this wasn't long ago. Yeah, April.
Oh, so it's her isolation creation.
That's it.
We should sue her.
It's really important to keep traditions alive. My favorite tradition is the cocktail hour. So I'm going to make you my favorite Cosmopolitan, and you probably have all the...
That's ours. It's normally 9 till 10.
Yeah.
Because I like to make a lot of Cosmos. You never know who's going to stop by. Wait a minute, nobody's stopping by. 2 cups of vodka, good vodka, and a big pitcher.
That's not 2 cups of vodka, that's a bottle.
Next is 1 cup of Cointreau or triple sec, any kind of orange liqueur. That's 1.
It's only half a bottle.
I mean, how easy is this?
And then just half a bottle of cranberry.
And a half a cup
Whoa.
of freshly squeezed lime juice. It's got to be freshly squeezed. Very important.
It does have to.
Okay, now that's the pitcher. So now I've got a cocktail shaker, a very big one. And I've got half filled with ice, ready to go.
How's she going to shake this?
Just going to pour the cocktail in. Oh, this smells so good. Just what everybody needs, right? Put the lid on.
Oh, right. Oh, that's a big cocktail shaker.
I have to shake it for 30 seconds.
Maybe she's just really small.
30 seconds.
That's going to be so strong.
You know, cocktail hour can be almost any hour.
It will be with that.
Okay, now, the last detail is really important, a good martini glass. I'm going to show you the one I like. I would say, in these times, this is really important.
Yeah.
It's as big as her head.
Oh, doesn't that look fabulous? Nice and cold. And lots of it. And I would say, stay
Now drink it.
very good time. And don't forget the cocktails.
Drink it. I want to see you drink it.
I want it to just like on Vicar Dibley where it all just pours over her face.
Delicious. So let's work out how much booze there is to juice there. So she put a full bottle of Grey Goose in. So that was...
It looked like a litre bottle as well.
I was going to say, it didn't look like a 75, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, let's have a look. No, let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say it's maybe a 750. So 750 ml of vodka.
I think that's right. I think it was only half a bottle of Cointreau.
Yeah. And she did say only 1 cup.
That Cointreau does look bigger though as well. So let's say
what 500.
Triple sec and
yeah, but that might be a 700 as well.
triple sec and kind of.
Maybe not.
That's 1 cup.
That could be a litre easily.
So we've got at least a litre or a litre 1250 ml, something like that of booze. And then this cranberry juice, the entire bottle will be a litre, won't it? It won't be more than that.
Yeah. And there's half in there, isn't there?
I wouldn't even say there's
And
that.
a half cup of
No, I won't.
So we've maybe got 400 ml.
Oh wait, no. She just did. She just say half a cup?
and a half cup of freshly squeezed lime juice.
Or half
Gotta
a
be
cup of freshly squeezed lime juice.
Very,
Half a cup of lime juice.
I mean, how easy is this? And a half cup, that's 1 cup.
No, it's not. It's more than
1
that.
cup of cranberry juice cocktail.
All right, so she's done 2 cups. Let's just say the 2 cups of vodka, 1 cup of Cointreau, 1 cup of cranberry juice, and half a cup of lime juice. That means it's 3 cups to 1.5 cups.
Yeah.
And they're all 40% spirits. So I don't know, it'd be about. I think they'd be about 30%. Then that Cosmo
Maybe
ABV.
maybe 20 or 30%. Yeah, let's drink a giant picture of it. Get on it.
She. I bet she was absolutely steaming after that. And she only shook.
Even walk.
She only shook it for 30 seconds.
You should do those at Circle and then like just put like 8 straws in it for people.
We have done stuff like that in the past. Like
Yeah.
we used to do cocktails in steins.
And we did a few giant porn star martinis where we like, instead of a shot of Prosecco, we just give them a bottle of Prosecco.
Oh yeah,
That's cool. Stein of cocktail, man. That'd be. Whoa.
the most popular was.
I kind of want to do a night on steins of cocktails.
The most popular was a long Steinland.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a stein of that'd kill me.
Yeah. People got them because you need one.
What sort of measures are you doing in a stein then?
Just it's basically 3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I maybe not doing a long Steinland. I don't think.
It knocks you.
Yeah. Well, just a normal Long Island knocks me, in all fairness.
Do we know what the definition of cosmopolitan is?
I would have said it's something like current and trendy, or like current and fashionable.
Yeah. I'd have thought something like that.
Matt, have you got a guess? The same?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, yeah.
Right. Well, it says here, as an adjective, it can be used for including people from many different countries. Is like a cosmopolitan like city. Or the second one is of plant or animal in brackets found all over the world. And then as a noun, you can have a cosmopolitan person, a person who's like dual speaking, or a plant or animal found all over the world. So let's say a rat is a cosmopolitan animal. And can anyone speak 2 languages here?
Ish.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Not fluently.
Well, you are both cosmopolitan.
On my definition as well, the third noun is a cocktail made with Cointreau, lemon juice, cranberry juice, and lime juice. So that's wrong anyway.
I've got a funny bit here, and it says an article from Vice, because Vice do some really hard hitting news, as we've noticed in the past. It says, "How Sex in the City ruined the Cosmo."
Yeah, I've read this one.
And I'll see if there's any.
Yeah, but someone like Vice, they'll say it's ruined it because it's made it, popular, made it current, and not like the hipster thing to drink. You know what I mean? It's that thing of not drinking it anymore because it's on trend, isn't it?
It's even got the quote of Carrie Bradshaw where it says, "I'd like a cheeseburger, please, large fries, and a cosmopolitan."
Nice.
That sounds like a meal and a half. I'd be on that.
That'd be great.
Cheeseburger, large fries, yeah. Cosmopolitan, alcohol, get it all washed down. Beautiful.
It doesn't really say how it ruined it that much, to be honest.
What you mean? You mean a weak article from Vice? That's strange.
Okay. Oh no, I think it's someone who's had a bad experience now. It's after it's like got really big. So it says one day at work, Sashini caught wind of a drink that was popular in San Francisco leather bars, dubbed the Cosmopolitan. It was pretty vile sounding mix of rail vodka, Rosa's grenadine, and lime cordial in a V-shaped glass. Sashini revamped the cocktail using citron Cointreau, fresh lime juice, ocean spray crema juice. What emerged was refreshing, tart, beautifully blush, and dressed with a lemon peel garnish.
There you go. But still don't say how it's ruined it, does it?
No.
But it's like we always talk about though. There are trends. It'll be featured in something else, and it'll come trendy again. I don't suppose there's nothing really on at the moment that's got a kind of trendy drink in it, is there? I don't know of anything. Have you guys come across anything that people are ordering because of TV culture?
I know if anyone's watched the cartoon Archer, then he drinks like hurricanes.
What's a hurricane? I don't know that one.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
We always get this and the Bay Breeze mixed up, don't we?
Yeah, it's almost like a rum sour if I can remember off the top
right.
of my head, but
quick look.
Can't remember properly. I have made one this lockdown as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we talked about the Del Boy last week, kind of thing. Anything kind of fruity with an umbrella sop.
Yeah. Rum, lemon juice, passion fruit syrup.
Okay.
So it's like a passion fruit rum sour.
Yeah. I remember Mad Men made kind of whiskies and cocktails and stuff quite trendy again.
I remember that.
That was a big trend, wasn't it? But yeah, there's nothing I can really think of at the moment that's kind of popularising any forms of drink or alcohol.
I mean, in 2020, it was voted that the Porn Star Martini was the most popular drink in the UK.
Yeah, and where did that really come from? Because it was, for me, that came out of nowhere. As like somebody outside of the trade.
Yeah, it is a UK creation, which always helps. So that'll like take it by storm faster than any other
Right.
But apart from that, yeah, it's just a good looking cocktail and.
Okay.
It's got a name that has porn in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people order it to be kind of like cheeky, like the same with sex on the beaches and slippery nipples and things like that. It's like you feel cheeky to ask for it, so it's.
I think it's also as well like that you can't be seen to not like a porn star martini as well. Like there's also almost this like social pressure that you must like a porn star martini. The same can be said for like maybe an espresso martini, but like it's very easy for someone to say I don't like coffee at the same time.
Yeah, so as somebody that's obviously having to do all the dating culture at the moment and been on dating apps and things like that, the amount of people in their like bios and stuff that say things about like, oh, I've got to get out for an espresso martini or a porn star martini, or you can win me over with buying one of those. And it's like it's some sort of social thing to be like, that's the cool thing to say right now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't actually come across that way to me. I'm just like, oh, right, okay. Yeah, oh, no, one of those. Okay.
It's almost fallen now or it is falling into the category of like being with a Long Island iced tea. So like, oh, like a porn star martini. It's like, so yeah, so does everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, not that it's like, oh,
no,
you've got to be.
Yeah, but it's just one of those kind of given things that like it's just it's a testament to how good the cocktail is, really.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things, like what you like. Don't like it because somebody else has made you like it. Do you know what I mean? That's just sad. Have your own choice.
I've got a little fun bit from my my favourite ever movie, which is if anyone knows me, that's Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It is.
So there's a bit where he's drinking cocktails. and it's I love this bit. It's so funny.
It is a funny film.
It's not just funny; it's the funniest. So the main character is like gone to a bar and he's drinking loads of cocktails and he ends up just getting absolutely smashed.
I want Sex in the City. What's up, Miranda? Oh, I'm Samantha. I have sex with everyone. Maybe it's a good thing that they're here.
What I didn't notice until ages later, though, but can you see who walks past him in the background?
Yes, I want Sex in the City. What's up, Miranda? Oh, I'm Samantha.
Is it one of the Sex and the City girls?
It's Miranda that walks behind her.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So I've long wanted to ask you this question, Will. Why is that your favourite film? I know you've said it's the funniest film ever, but
It seems like, so with comedy films, they always get to a point where they're like, right, we need to stop the jokes now because we actually need to like get the story done. But like,
okay, yeah.
it just doesn't let up. And like, it's like casting Russell Brand as like in it, like as whoever, is like almost like a genius move because like I'm English, he's English, so like, and like his humor in it is very English as well.
Yeah,
so, like, it's got like this crossover that's like really really good, and I don't know, the writing of it all is really good, and then you've got this weird musical at the end with like
it's so good.
The whole film's just got a really good arc. It's just got a good arc to it.
It is a good film. It is one I enjoy very much. I'm also a big Mila Kunis fan, so
yeah.
It
also came out when I was like a teenager as well, so that probably goes into
yeah. I mean, I didn't see it till later on in life. Actually, I think I was in my 20s probably when I first watched it, but it is good. And obviously, we've joked about Russell Brand before and Infant Sorrow, and
well, that's it. You've even got an album that you can listen to out of it as well.
Is there a full album? I didn't realise there was a full
yeah.
album.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a few songs.
No, he actually toured with it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
This completely made up band toured.
That's amazing. It's weird because the character's so like what Russell Brand was back then. Obviously now we know him as this kind of like left-wing socialistic guru that's all about, you know, life and everything. But
yeah,
obviously back then he was just that rock star that was just so full of drugs and needing a rehab. And the character was that, but in the same way, it feels really original as well in the way he performs it. But it's not. But it feels fresh.
I like the whole story of it being like a breakup is so like that. It's like probably the most realistic depiction of any breakup that I've seen on screen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Apart from the whole going to Hawaii thing.
Yeah, and well, yeah. But I feel that's what we'd all do though if we lived in America.
Yeah,
I'd go to Hawaii. I'd head that way.
Hawaii is the UK's Spain.
Yeah, Benidorm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's all the scenes at the start as well, like, you know, like leading towards the breakup as well. Like that's accurate. That's got orange teeth. These podcasts must be so strange for the people that used to listen. Just me talking about a film and going, haha, man's got orange teeth.
So do we actually like a Cosmo? Matt, do you like a Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, they're actually all right. I quite like them. And they used to be my missus's favourite for a long time.
What about you, Todd? Do you like a Cosmo?
Yeah, very much so. I do like fruity cocktails, so it was one of the early ones that I'd ever tried. I remember I did way back when I was about 18. I did a gig for I kind of hired Circle to do a gig on like a Thursday night. Rich and Matt made us these like pinkish cocktails that I think were similar to a Cosmo. They were definitely a cheaper, twisted version that like we offered free with the ticket sort of thing. And that was when I kind of was like, oh, and I remember saying to Richard, like, oh, I really like that. And then he made me a Cosmo that he was like, oh, this is actually better. And I was like, oh, yeah. And luckily, I had no qualms as an 18-year-old was walking around with a bright pink drink.
Yeah.
Because I've never been bothered about stuff like that, but it tastes nice. Yeah, anything with cranberry in. I love a vodka cranberry. So just adding more ingredients to that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like vodka and cranberries, because as a mix has become so much more widespread as well over here.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it as well, a vodka cranberry is often served with a wedge of lime anyway.
Yeah.
Quite often. So you're only
just
one
put some
ingredient away, really. Yeah. So, yeah, no, definitely one that I'm a fan of.
I like a good Cosmo. I like them nice and sour. So like, yeah, I like them because they're like sour. And also, well, like we joked about Inna's like really strong, massive Cosmo, but they are strong. They are very strong. There's not a lot to them, like. So they do knock you down. They're very short. They're very very small. So if you ever like get a Cosmopolitan, you think like, oh, there's not much in this glass. It's they're designed that way. They're very small.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my only problem is I'm such a gulper. So quite often when I go out on like a night of cocktails, I need to have like a beer or even just a glass of water first. Because otherwise I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dead thirsty, and then a Cosmo will be gone in like one sip with me.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing that's ever been said about you, Todd, it's been that you're a gulper.
I am, man. King. I am king of the gulpers.
The gulpers?
King Gulp the Third is what they know me as.
Gulps.
So National Cosmo Day as well, I found out, was the 7th of May. So we've well and truly missed that. There is a national day for it.
We did miss it. Damn it.
Well missed.
And we missed it. Shucks.
Yeah, never mind.
And there was us on the 7th of May talking about something else. Wonder what we talked about on that day.
Probably some trash. I don't know.
Probably Pims, wasn't it? Probably by Pims week.
Probably.
What am I like?
It was such a long time ago.
Oh no, it was 2 months ago. I'm thinking it was only a month ago. Oh,
no, it was only,
where is this?
It was only last week.
Where is this year gone?
Yeah. In the bin. That's where it's gone. It's gone in the bin.
I know. Should we just agree that next week's Christmas and then we'll start 2021 early?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they changed the new year. Maybe that's how Chinese New Year got started.
Yeah,
they were like, nah, we'll just end it now. Oh no, sorry, because it's later. So they'd be like, look.
No, they had a bad January. They just had a bad January, and they were like, nah.
Either that, or Christmas was so good that they were like, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine more than 2 weeks of eating like junk food after Christmas? Well, yeah, we just had it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just gonna say, not working and eating junk food. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's been. It's been Christmas without the presents, apart from all the things that I ordered for myself on Amazon.
All the face masks that keep getting delivered through, you know.
I ordered a kazoo the other day just to be able to do just to be able to do a cover on Sunday, and then the lads that I'd learnt the cover for didn't come on the feed, so I called it.
Oh,
gutted.
You should have got.
I had this rubbish little childish one, but I was like, nah, I need a decent metal one to make this sound good. So I ordered it, £2.99.
What song was it?
What were they playing?
Fireball by Pitbull.
Fireball.
It's quite a decent cover, actually. I've worked hard on it, I'll have you know.
I wouldn't have thought there was a kazoo on that.
Yeah, well, I've seen there's some really cool acoustic covers of it that play the riffs and stuff, but I'm just not that good a guitarist. So I was like, no, what's my skill? My skill is making people laugh at me. How do I do that? Well, because when I first started on the circuit, I used to use a kazoo for a few songs. I used to do You're Just Too Good to Be True. But I used to do all the big band bit on a kazoo.
I get you. Yeah.
My friend Max Jagger, he kind of like brought me up on the circuit. I spotted him for a few sets when I was starting out. And he did a few songs with it, but he was like really cool with it. I don't know how anybody makes the kazoo cool. But he did some songs that were just like really, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. So then I started doing it and just made it the foolish instrument that it was.
Nate's was the kazoo.
I was just going to say, we all know Nate as Kazoo Kid.
If anyone knows what we're talking about with the Kazoo Kid, and Nate, who was on the other day, he is the Kazoo Kid. When he was little, we forgot to say that he actually is the Kazoo Kid.
Do you know what? I wish he was that cute as a kid, but he wasn't. I love you to bits, Nathan, but you know you weren't that cute. This is where we get loads of abuse from him now that he was that cute. Actually, no, we won't because he's not awake. So
yeah, he's not awake. Not this time.
9 o'clock.
So yeah, I think that roughly sums up Cosmopolitans. To be fair.
Yeah, I think so. If anyone wants to go watch how to make one, I use the traditional recipe on my Isolation Creations on Circle Lounge YouTube page. So if you want a nice simple one, no messing around, then it's on there. And I think there's a little bit of history like smashed in there as well that I probably should have remembered, but I can't remember whether or not we covered it. And Todd, where can we find your stuff?
You can find me at Todd Wilson Music on Facebook. Still doing the live gigs. The movie theme didn't work out as well this week, so we're going to redo the movie theme next week for a bit more of a crowd. We've got some good requests in.
Still on Sundays, Todd?
Still on Sundays, 7 p.m. Yeah, that's the best place, Todd Wilson Music. Give me a little like. And if you're looking for somebody to play in your garden, if you're having a garden party this summer, you can give me a call because I'm offering massive discounted rates on that as well. A little bit of free advertising for me there.
Nice. That's what it's all about.
Of course it is.
Matt JB, down for the Copper Cow, where can we find you?
I'll be up at the Copper Cow all week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 until close Thursday, Friday, and 12 until close Saturday, Sunday. So like I say, get booked in, get a table reserved. Happy days. But we've had a few no-shows which have been disappointing. People just ringing up, well, not even ringing up, people just not turning up. So if you change your mind, or if you think, actually, no, I don't really want to risk going out, and you've already booked a table, just let us know. Just give us a ring, give us a Facebook message, whatever. Just let us know, because we're not turning the tables over. We're giving everybody a lot of time at the tables, so we just end up losing out. So give us a message at least. Be a bit more courteous.
Yeah, it'll be even more so now with the whole having to keep all the hygiene ratings like 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
And Will?
You can find me, as I said, on Circle Lounge YouTube, but Circle Lounge everywhere as well. So SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter is Circle Lounge HS1, but they're all reposts, so just find me elsewhere.
And check out the Isolation Creations on Circle Lounge.
Yeah.
Things that we've mentioned to go there today for the Cosmo. There's some brilliant ones on there. So whenever you want to make yourself a little tipple on a Friday night, if you are missing Circle Lounge, I'm sitting that back open.
I think there's almost
go make your own.
I think there's almost like 50 Isolation Creations on there.
Yeah, like obviously they were just happening. Were you doing them every day at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, and like in my head I was like, oh no, there can't be that many. But I went and had a look the other day. No, it wasn't Cosmo. It was something I was looking at the other day. And I went to look for your Isolation Creation. I didn't realise how many were on there when I was like scrolling through them all.
But we should have another extreme cocktail coming soon, because me and you two as well We're going to a shack on the seaside. So we'll have a sea cocktail.
I imagine it to be like that shack in Harry Potter, you know, that where Hagrid storms in and goes, "You're the wizard, Harry."
That's
what I imagine we're going to.
Well,
I feel like we've got to get to it on a little boat, and it's in the middle of the sea, and there's going to be waves crashing all around it.
Well, it might be. It depends if the cliff falls off. So
yeah, I'm going to bring.
Stop making me excited to go, man.
I'm going to bring a birthday cake that I've sat on.
Yeah, I'll bring fish fingers. Oh, is that just in the book? That's just in the book. He has fish fingers.
That's just in the book, yeah.
I'm gonna draw a birthday cake in the floor.
In the floor.
Make a wish, Harry.
Talk to myself all night and paint a big scar on my head.
Make a wish, Harry. I wish I wasn't in an abandoned lighthouse.
Oh, I've just got my hair cut, so my hair's not shaggy. I could have been Hagrid with my shaggy hair, but I'm big enough. And on that note,
well, guys, do we want to talk about the mojito next week? I think that's a good one to talk about.
Yeah,
Mojitos sound good to me.
I like mojitos.
Sweet.
Do you like them sweet or sour, boys? How do you like them?
Sour.
Yeah.
I kind of like mine a bit more on the sweeter side, to be fair.
Oh, do you?
Mm.
There you go. Tune in next week then.
Yes, mojitos all next week. And
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Cocktail hour, 10 a.m. Right. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.